Welcome back to another episode of Let Me Finish, the podcast where two sisters debate, cut each other off, and at the end of every episode, we end up laughing. I'm one of your hosts, Janice.
I'm Jillian.
All right, guys. And if you have been joining us, you know we've been reviewing Love Island. So we're going to go over episodes 23, 24, and 25 today. And it's basically the big old fallout from Casa Amor, and everything is getting real. It's ramping up. It's definitely ramping up for like the end of the season, because we actually only have 2 weeks left after like Sunday starting the 5th week, and then 6 weeks the final week. So we're getting close.
Yes, I think the finale will be
July 12th, I think it said.
12th, which is a Sunday, I believe. And then I guess they'll have a reunion. I don't know how long after they'll have the reunion.
Last season they did it a month later, but everybody's saying that they need to do it sooner. Like, oh, well, they got out of the villa like early July, and then they had the reunion filmed, but it didn't air until like late August.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I felt like it was too long of a gap between them, because too much happened in between to where that's stuff that they were wanting to talk about at the reunion, when really we want to talk about what you've seen on the show at the reunion, not things that we haven't seen. Like we don't know. Like one of the girls had an issue with what she said on a podcast, and I'm like, I want to talk about the season. Hello? Anyway, so... yeah, getting right into episode 23, right? So we're back from the Casa Amor recoupling, right? So we have everybody in their new couple, everybody's happy, and so we have a lot of conversations with people after the recoupling. How are they feeling? First and foremost, Anaya walks off, upset, crying. Casey makes no effort to speak to her the entire night. I think that was, I don't know if it was because of, all the backlash that he was receiving, the energy, why he just felt no need to comfort this woman that you just
Honestly, I'm not angry at that. I think there needed to be a cool down period before a real discussion could be had. Not saying once there was a meaningful conversation. I don't think there was.
I mean,
But I think especially with her as heated as she was, as how broken she was, I don't think they would have had a very constructive conversation.
I wouldn't even needed a conversation. I would just want him to be like, listen, just like he did with Soul when she was upset. We don't have to talk right now, but at some point I'd like to talk. I'm so sorry you're hurting.
That's true.
Give a shit that I'm crying. Like when you see a woman cry, it doesn't move you?
Well, honestly, I think that he did not. I don't think it was never aired. I know that they said about the stuff being live streamed was definitely communicated to Caleb, knew. And then Corbin, I guess, eventually knew because he was sitting right next to Caleb, so he would have, of course, been like, "Hey, by the way, they saw that shit."
They all knew by the end of the recoupling.
Yeah. So
they all knew.
They all knew. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think for Casey, I think for him, I don't think it registered that he did anything wrong. I think in his mind, he was feeling like, because everyone was kind of like going at him, he felt like
he got defensive.
The victim.
Yeah,
he got defensive. He got to be the victim, and not having to take accountability for his actions in the situation. I understand it's heated and they're young, and I understand that Anaya is hurt, but sometimes it's just you need to take in a situation, and I think that Melanie was right. This was a blessing for her. Casey was not for her.
It's always a blessing when you realize somebody that you like doesn't really like you. Like, it's always a blessing to know you can move on. Totally fine. And Melanie was right when she was like, he's a Build-A-Bear. Like, he's not going to fit in your life. And it's not saying that Casey's his life isn't adequate or whatever. It's just
Mm-hmm.
saying they have different lifestyles, and I don't think that they
Mm-hmm.
would have fit. I think it would have been that thing where once you get out the villa, you realize how different you guys really are. It's like opposites attract, but there is a bit of a limit.
There's a limit.
And I do think,
And
and I think it's a power dynamic when it's the
mm,
woman that's living the better lifestyle than the man.
right, I think there would be resentment from Casey towards her, and I think that's part of the reason why things kind of went left with them, because I think
Yeah.
there was already underlying resentment that he had for her, which is, I believe, the reason why he was just like, this isn't for me, and thus why he embraced the Casa experience as much as he did. And then once TT came in, it was like, oh, this is more my speed.
Right.
This is what I'm familiar with. This is where I'm comfortable. With TT, he does not have to grow. He doesn't have to change. He can be exact. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Sometimes you're in a particular part in your life where maybe growth is not necessary. You're just gonna sit in it for a little bit, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
maybe that's the purpose that TT is going to serve
Listen,
at this moment.
yeah, and a part of me, if you go and I reflect on it and I like see more parts of the episode or next episodes, obviously we're not getting into the other episodes, but I will say getting more time to let it sit has made you go, okay, they did go right in on him. I mean, I think it's because he wasn't looking at her. Because
Hmm.
at that point, they didn't really know the disrespectfulness. They just saw that he had come in with somebody else. And I think if he had manned up, stood on all 10 toes from the
Hmm.
beginning and said, yeah, I had a better connection here. I'm so sorry.
True.
But I
And
just don't think he was there. I think he came on defense no matter what, but they did go pretty hard in on the guys, like without letting them say anything. And that's because they have that live stream. But like
true. I mean,
Corbin,
because
the
I
booing of Corbin was so.
tomato, yeah, that was. I'm like, damn, y'all, let him speak at least. But then he was straight disrespectful. So even with that live stream, baby, you earned them tomatoes. What they
He
said.
was disrespectful, but I'm
Of
like,
all the guys, Corbin and Casey, just from the live stream, were the ones who acted the most out of pocket.
but
You have to
yeah, they
acknowledge
were
that.
out of pocket. But girl, I'm telling you, majority of men on this show when they go to Casa Amor act out of pocket. The majority of them do. Like, to be
Mm-hmm.
fair, every single season you will see this really strong couple. They will go to Casa Amor and the guy will fuck around. Like, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
and sometimes they bring him back and sometimes they don't. I
Mm-hmm.
actually have more respect for the ones that bring the girl back. Don't fucking play in my face. I
Mm-hmm.
have more respect for somebody who brings somebody back as opposed to like a Zach who didn't have an option to bring this girl back or wouldn't have brought her back, but low key or sincere. You came back alone, but baby, you should have come back with somebody. Because the way you were with her, you weren't respecting that connection. You weren't exploring to test your connection. You wanted to get your dick wet. That's what you wanted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it
And
was.
you were knew and your girl was gonna be right there waiting for you. But that's the sincere conversation, and
Yeah.
we can get into that later. But
Yeah. I think definitely a couple of the guys did treat it as a hall pass for sure.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sincere did. Casey didn't treat it as a hall pass. He was done. Like Casey and Corbin were just done, and I think they were done
Mm-hmm.
before Casa Amor. So I think that's the
Yeah.
issue. I think that's
I
the
knew
issue the audience
Corbin.
has. The audience
Yeah.
has that issue. The audience is like, he's disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Anaya was saying you're disrespectful. I mean, she didn't even say you were disrespectful. She said she felt pushed to the side and unwanted. And I get that. That's what
Yeah.
she said at the recoupling. And I
Yeah.
think because the other girls got involved, it got a little out of control. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Um,
if they, I mean,
yeah.
if they, like I said, with Corbin, he took it on the chin. I will applaud him for that. He's like, damn, okay.
He
Yeah, I'm
wasn't
like, yeah, we
combative. Yeah.
saw he wasn't combative. Casey,
He's probably used to
came
that
in,
situation.
yeah. So he came in, took his lick. Same thing with Sincere when Melanie was giving the tongue lashing. He'd be like, you're right, absolutely. Um, you
But
know,
Casey just came in defensive, and it's because he
And
feels
then
like because he was nice to
Casey,
her.
no, first Casey came in with his head held down.
Because you know you
So they're like, they're
wrong.
so there's already, so you can't even face what you've done. You can't even look me in the eye
Right.
and tell me what's going on and that. And I think that set them off because I know that pissed off Kata and Trinity. They're
Well, I
like, you
feel
can't
like it's just
even.
a clear cut sign you don't feel good about what you've done. And if you
Hmm.
don't
You
feel
knew
good
it
about what
was.
you've done, you probably know it's
Hmm.
wrong. Or how you're going
Yeah,
about it is wrong.
yeah. And even when he tried to explain, it was just like, and then he brought up the stupid fucking door, and I was just like, dude, that
Baby.
was day
And I
one.
don't mean we don't
They
need to
didn't
get
know you, and when I went back and I was like, wait a minute, what is he? When he talks about the door, I'm like, you dummy, the way you answered the questions, a plan, you had to. That was a one in a million chance that somebody was gonna be behind the door.
bro, at
People
the
are
end
either
of the
dog or cat
day,
people.
I'm not trying to hold him like at the end of the day, I'm sure it sucks to like not get picked, but again, I think the black
Neither
guy,
was
to be
Anaya.
fair, a lot of the black guys do get that kind of cut on the first night. It's pretty normal. If you
Here's the thing,
UK too, the black guy's usually standing
Anaya,
there by himself.
Anaya was not picked either. They were together as a default because she was behind Sincere's door, and
But she
Sincere
only had
picked
a. I
Melanie.
think that's a bit of a difference in being chosen. But yeah,
Mm,
you have five, six girls or five girls choosing from you, as opposed to like she was one out of two. I mean, I think
mm,
that was it's a little different. Like I think he's just like, damn, out of all these girls, none of them wanted me. Damn.
mm,
Like I
yeah.
and I heard somebody say it on Nikki Star's live. He was just like, yeah, he thinks he's suffering from ugly boy syndrome. Like maybe he grew up as like a little ugly duckling kind of boy. Now he's
Mm,
good looking. He still has residual feelings about not being chosen or being that ugly duckling, and maybe it just really hit him where it hurt. I don't know, because it definitely seems like he can't let it go. He
yeah.
cannot let it go, and his
That was
feelings
three
were
weeks ago.
clearly really hurt.
And Trinity is just like, we didn't know you. It was just a random snap decision.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know you, but and you know what? And Anaya did state very clearly. But every single time when I've been at this fire pit, I picked you. When we wrote
Which,
the letters, I picked you every single time.
right?
And
Well,
when it was your
let's.
turn to pick me, you didn't.
Yeah, she was clear. Like, yeah, but I know we talked about it the last episode. Recoupling. It's just, It's just.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did. We talked about the whole recoupling episode.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh.
Yeah, we're just getting back into it. So, but either way, I get it because I mean, again, like I went back and I watched and I feel somewhat differently about some things. But
Mm-hmm.
Casey doesn't talk to Naya. She goes to bed alone. I thought that was super sad. She breaks down. I mean, it was really heartbreaking to see her really break down the way she did, especially when you hear the girls laughing in the background. And production could have cut it to where it wasn't necessarily them laughing at that moment, but it felt like that. And then when Parmita's just like, why are they acting like you guys are I just don't know. Parmita really pissed me off in that whole scenario. She's like, well, we're older. We're older. I'm like, y'all don't act it.
Mm-hmm.
Because Parmita, you do not act 27 at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, she kind of stands on it a little bit more, and so does TT probably. But her girls, Melanie especially, had her back. I saw that. I was loving it. And then girls squash it before bed. So I'm assuming HR stepped in. I'm sure that whole entire situation was a lot more hectic than we believed. And Kenzie
Mm-hmm.
and, like I said, Melanie were not there. So I'm pretty sure it must have been a way bigger blow up than they showed us online, because
Mm-hmm.
the apologies before bed, I was like, wow, y'all are
That was quick.
okay. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I assumed it was like, because Janae on previous season did say like they had issues with the Casa girls in the past and the HR had to step in. So I'm sure the same thing had to happen with them.
Mm-hmm.
Melanie talks with Sincere. I feel bad for my girl. She is losing steam fast. She is. He's breaking her, and I hope she doesn't let him
Girl,
break
you
her.
gave that awesome speech to Anaya, and then you turn around. I'm just like, girl, I wish you would take some of your own damn advice.
Yeah.
That man, oh my God.
Well, because remember, this time she knows nothing. She just knows he came back to her.
True, true,
So she's
true.
thinking, we good. But right before bed, TT tells her, yeah, Sincere. I mean, Zach and Bryce were great, but. And she goes, what was Sincere doing? She's like, I'll let you talk to him. But she was just like, but I know they were in bed, hugging on each other, kissing on each other, and she's like, oh. So then she goes to bed really upset. Because I think she was like, when they talked before that, she was ready to move forward.
Yeah.
I think she was okay with like, I'm so glad you're back. I'm glad, like, but yeah, I think they go to bed angry. I'm like, damn, they didn't even have the first good night. I felt really bad about that. And then TT and KC, I'm like, boy, you stuck. I hope you know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're her man.
But I don't
you ain't
think
going nowhere until she wants you to go somewhere. Okay.
But I don't think he wants to go anywhere. This is what he signed up. This is what he signed up for.
Watch when he leaves that villa. Watch when he leaves that villa. If you're gonna commit, you better be committed. Because when these people come out the villa, the celebrity is out of this world.
Yeah.
And I can tell TT's the type of girl that like wants the attention, so I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah.
But I can tell you one thing. He can't leave her until she says he's leaving. He can leave.
Yeah.
I know that.
That's what I'm saying. One thing for sure.
Until talking to him, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, I made this comment to my friend that when it comes to TT, any girl that gets with KC, if they do break up, you need to be careful and make sure they are completely extracted from each other, because she's the kind of person I feel like will make the next girl's life a living hell for getting with him. She already said
it. I get obsessed real quick.
Yeah, and that's what I'm just like, damn, Casey, you just flew right past that red flag right there. She's telling you.
He's so busy with the lust and trying to get up from under Anaya. So you probably should have chose Sydney. She seemed a little bit more sane.
Yeah, she did. But he didn't really have a connection with her, so that's fine.
Did he really have a connection with Anaya?
I mean, I think he has a better connection with TT.
Okay. Yeah, no, I definitely know he has a better connection with TT. I'm just saying, like, he clearly doesn't care. Yeah, okay. You're right. Yeah, lust. Yeah, she's a Black Widow, though, so good luck. Yeah. Kata and Zach talk on the dock. Zach be lying, bro. He be lying. He just omits the truth. He's a lot like Sincere. He's just not as, like, vocal about it. But he's a lot like Sincere. You're definitely lying. You definitely want to have your cake. You definitely want to eat it, too.
He's lying by omission.
Yeah, he's lying by omission. Well, he also said he kissed that girl 3 times out of a challenge. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if I believe that. Okay. I don't know if I believe that.
I honestly wasn't counting, so I'm not sure.
I think we showed it on TV 3 times, but I don't know if that's the truth. And you were in bed kissing her.
He was. He did, but he didn't admit. I mean, I kissed her in bed. He said the challenge. I just assumed.
And he did say I would made out with her. And Sincere did say, I'm not gonna lie, I was kissing that girl. I was kissing that girl.
Yeah. Exactly.
And this is Casa Amor. So I do think, because they were so locked in, I was like, this is Casa Amor. Not everybody's a Bryce. Not everybody gets a Bryce. Not everybody gets a Bryce.
Kata is... I don't. It doesn't matter what he did. Kata wasn't gonna go anywhere. Just to be honest,
even after movie night, I don't. She's not going nowhere. It's there. They're definitely. No, she's not. They're done. They're end game on this show. I will say I wrote down, I feel like Bryce finally feels secure with Trinity though, so I love that for him, because he seems way more confident about it, way happier, and like it's his lady, honey. It's his lady, and if freaking Zach don't get out that man, because he was talking to him and telling him how, I'm so happy, I'm so glad they chose us, and he's just like, I am just ready to keep this thing going, and then like Zach gets on top of him and humps him. But I will say, Bryce kind of pushed him off of him, so I was like, oh.
Yeah, I did notice. I did notice that, where he's just like, okay, you're doing too much.
I will say that Bryce does jujitsu, so I'm wondering, and with jujitsu, obviously they're very like intertwined, so maybe that's why he has that comfort level with men and touching him.
Yeah, I believe so.
Because I've always thought jujitsu and the way they be like, I'm like, okay, no.
Yeah, but it's a lot of wrestling and
leg
grappling
and
yeah,
on your back.
There's different holes that they will go
Right.
into and have to work their way out of. So I think for him, it's
He just
not he that discomfort of probably,
of
you
this man's
know,
too close. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
he's
Because
gotten comfortable because through the practice of that
and I
particular
did
martial
know,
art.
I did hear. So, and then when Zach was stretching him out, apparently that's what Zach does for a living. He does like physical therapy, and I'm like, oh, it's better. It's helping because it's getting
Okay.
really weird. All the humping is just too much. Like,
Yeah.
stop it.
hmm
Like, please leave this man alone. Because I
Yeah.
really feel like it's more Zach than Bryce. I think Bryce is just
It
like
is.
not pushing him off. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Because the one thing's for sure, Trinity has had to kick him, Zach, out of their bed.
You've
I've
never
never
seen
seen
Bryce and Zach. That's
Kata.
true.
I've never seen Kata have to kick
That's
Bryce
true.
out of their bed.
That's true.
Never.
That is true. I didn't even think about that, but you're right. Yeah.
hmm
Um.
And,
mm,
and I was just saying, yeah, that's what I've noticed. So
Okay.
yeah,
And then Gaul makes breakfast for Anaya the next morning, so I thought that was sweet. Even though
very
later in the
sweet.
episodes I'm not gonna like all too much, but I
hmm
did like him for doing that. I was like, oh, that
Yeah,
was sweet.
very sweet.
Melanie, your body's telling you something. So the next day, Melanie's talking with Sincere. She becomes upset and kind of runs off to the dressing room. And then Trinity follows her in, and she's just like, hey, what's wrong? What's going on? She's just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't like the way I feel. He should have been respectful like Bryce was, like Zach was. I see you guys. You guys are growing, and we should be there, but we're not. And it's because of how he acts. And I like him so much, but I just don't know what to do. And it's just so
hmm
sad because I'm just like, it's her body, it's her woman's intuition telling her this is not going to
Yeah,
work. He is
yeah.
not going to change at the, when she's
She
like,
already deep down, she already
I think
knows.
she knows, and I
She
think she's
just
grieving the
doesn't want.
relationship
hmm
internally before she's finally, because when they say when a woman's done, she's been done in her head well before that.
Right.
So it might be what's happening with Melanie right now. So I'm hoping, and I just felt really bad for Melanie's last couple episodes because I'm just like, she's really in this really toxic relationship and she doesn't want to. I think if she was not on TV, it would not be as hard on her. I think because she does not want to come off like a weak woman, a dumb woman. She's just like, I look dumb and damn.
hmm
I'm gonna have to eat
She
this.
keeps asking him to do better, and he's not.
Yeah, she keeps saying like fix it, but I'm like, Melanie, what do you really want him to do?
hmm
Like, except for just be better. And
You
there's
have to
nothing
accept
that
him
he's
for
gonna
who he
do. There's
is.
not gonna be one thing he does that's gonna make you go, "Oh, I'm good now." It's gonna be a
hmm
buildup of time. Him continuously choosing you, which at this point he's not done. Like he chooses you,
But
and I love that she says that to him because she says being chosen isn't the prize. Being respected
no,
is.
but I think also she. I don't want to be mean to her. I don't. It's not like I want to call her dumb or.
She's 24,
Yeah, it's just
and
like
she's in like she really
sometimes.
likes him.
Sometimes you have to accept people for who they are, not who you hope they will be. And
And
I
you have
feel
to
like,
understand, like at that age, a lot of women do. They try
yeah,
to change men. They try to mold them
hmm
into what
you have
they.
to just accept them for who they are. At that, if you can't like them for who they are when you see them or meet them or with them, I
Yeah.
don't think there isn't. You can't. Don't fall in love with the fantasy of who you think he's going to be. You have to fall in love with who he is right then and there. And of course, people grow and change and
Yeah.
stuff like that, which your love grows and changes with when people grow and change. But if you don't like him for who he is, exactly who he is at the time, so if that means that the guy working at driving Amazon trucks, if that's not, you be like,
You're
hey,
not cool with him
if
driving
you're not
Amazon trucks
trucks, then don't be with him.
because you just don't know if he's going to want to be more
Well,
successful than that.
he'll be more successful in the future. No, you have to, because that may
Well, people
be.
grow. I don't know because at 24, you're not gonna have your final job.
But I'm just saying, do you like him for his job, or do you like him for him? Because if you
Right.
like him for who he is, it doesn't matter what he does for a living, as
Right.
long as his bills
Right.
are paid.
Right. 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 Right.
You
As long as you're
know?
not taking care of a man child, at the end of the
Hmm.
day, yeah,
Or his bills
I agree with
paid.
that. Yeah.
No matter what his job is, you ain't got to like the
You can
job.
motivate him and you can like
Hmm.
grow together, but it can't be like you ain't
Be
shit
supportive,
because you don't make
but
X, Y, and Z because they weren't making that when you met them. So
yeah, yeah, no. As long as whatever job he has pays the bills, so you're not carrying yours and his load.
right. As long as he's not a burden on
Cool.
you, on your life.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah,
Exactly.
I agree with that. I agree with that
Mm.
100%. Um, because she does say the way she's looking at him is changing, and she just really hates that. And I'm just like, yeah, that's your body, like that's your mind saying he's no good. It's not for
Hmm.
me. And like I said, like there is such a thing of like, I mean, not obviously falling out of love, because I don't think they're in love, but falling out of like, and you definitely have fell out
Hmm.
of like with this man. You're falling out of like you are starting to see like maybe this is not the man for me.
He's giving her the ick.
Yeah. And then I did not like that Zach kind of told Sincere, like, again, tried to just like pump him up and say, like, hey, well, she kind of messed that up because it's supposed to be a happy moment. I'm like,
Shut up. Every time, sometimes like lately, I feel with Zach, every time he talks, I'm just like, shut up, Zach.
he just
Just
always,
shut
well,
up.
he says some good things, like, because he has been pretty supportive of Bryce and Trinity. And I'm like, now, so it's just
If you
interesting.
say so, that's that.
Well, I was very surprised in the next episode he
Mm-mm.
doesn't encourage him not to move forward with Trinity. So, anyways,
He kind of did. He kind of
he,
didn't. Okay, we'll get to that.
we'll
But
get to
I'm
it. We'll get
like,
to
I
it.
didn't like that conversation either. So whatever.
Anaya and TT squash it,
Mm.
which again, HR motivated.
Yep.
And yeah, then we have the cake challenge. Yay!
Megan Thee Stallion comes
Megan Thee
in,
Stallion.
and
Megan
it's
Thee
funny.
Stallion.
So people were pointing out when she came in because she went to the girls first,
Mm-hmm.
and she goes, "Melanie." They didn't
Melanie.
realize she was making fun of
Well, in
Corbin.
the dressing room, she says Melanie's. But
Oh yes,
when she calls her in the challenge, she goes, Melanie, and then she goes, "Come on,
yeah.
Melanie," and then she calls her Melanie's after that. So I was just like,
Uh-huh.
but they're not clocking it because they don't know about the whole Corbin thing.
Yeah, yeah. I thought that was funny,
I thought that was
but yeah,
hilarious.
she
Same thing with
came
the clam
in.
slam.
Yeah. Oh yes, because you, of course, Kenzie was
They
doing
don't
that
know about the
bullshit.
clam slam
I
yet.
was like, damn,
She
girl, men
ran right
don't
over
do
to do that
that.
split.
I was like, yeah, she went. I'm like, girl, relax. But she came in and she went to the guys, and I do like Bryce was just like, who's gonna give me a tour? Bryce is like, well, I'll do it, and he goes, this is where Trinity and
Oh,
I
I love
sleep,
that.
and
That's why I was like, that man
yeah,
looked down bad. Megan Thee
bad.
Stallion's right there, and you were like, "This is my bed with
Okay.
Trinity."
Yeah.
With Trinity.
Hmm. With
Don't forget,
Trinity.
I'm gonna take your man, so don't get no ideas,
Yes.
Megan.
I do love that. He was real quick to be like, I'll do it.
Yeah, he's so cute. I just think he's
Very
so
cute.
cute. I just love me some Bryce actually now.
Mm,
I just think
yeah.
he's super genuine. I know some people don't think he's genuine, but I think he is. I think he really is a lover boy.
Yeah.
He's the
For
kind of
real.
guy that probably in the real world you'd be like, ew. Why are you so obsessed
No,
with me?
not you. He'll
Well,
probably be
just
like,
it would be you're
I
so
think,
obsessed with me. Why are you so obsessed with me?
no. It's not even that. I just think, just like for Trinity, he's the person that he just grows on you. He's like, the more you get to know him, the just more you like him.
Because he's just such a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's
Yeah.
just a nice guy.
Speaking of nice
And
guys,
he's I think because he's so
I
attractive, you're just like you won't expect that from him.
oh I don't know. He's
I think
just
he's
super
so
nice.
handsome. So
But yeah, I think also speaking of nice guys, because being a nice guy doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna be instantly be popular or liked.
yeah,
Because
no.
Caleb's super nice, but I feel like damn,
Nobody likes him.
I the past 3 episodes, he's just super sweet and has zero conflict.
But you
So for
know
the
who
past
does?
3 episodes, I'm just like, Caleb, you still there?
One girl likes him and is planning to explore. We're gonna get to that.
Oh yes.
Excited.
Okay, so cake challenge.
Yeah, so cake challenge.
So
musical.
They
They
did
had the
the musical
musical
cake,
which was
music
so
chair. Yeah,
dumb. But anyways, TT and Casey won that. I was like, ew. So
like,
basically, they made
ew.
musical
I
cake, play music, have to sit on the cake.
I pretty much fast forward through that. I'm just like, nope,
It
I
was
don't need
boring.
this.
And then they
Hmm.
do the cake throwing is after that.
So this is when the girls
Yeah, boys throw the cake.
throw the cake, and
I
yeah,
have
so
all
I'm
the
just
people.
like,
I have all the people
yeah,
who
go
do
ahead.
it. Who. So
Yeah, go ahead.
so basically, they throw a cake at
Hmm.
the Islander, or for the girls, for the
They get to
boys,
pick
they're
one
throwing it
person
at
to
the
throw a
girl.
cake.
They're throwing it at
Uh
the
huh.
girl, and they're in these
Hmm.
whack-a-mole holes, where you can like
Hmm.
boom, 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 boom. Yeah. And
Yeah.
so the first person to go is Gaul, and he
Hmm.
chooses Melanie. But he chooses Melanie because he said that she took his best friend from the villa, which was Corey. So I was like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
Um, no reason to, but yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Zach. Then you have Zach. He chooses Trinity. Hater.
Hater. What
Hater.
was his reason
But
again?
low key, because he said, because she said, well, he says, I'm going to choose this girl because she's always got something to say, or she's always yelling at me, and she's kind of getting on my nerves. And it's probably because her man wants me or something like that. And then, threw it at her. I was like, do you hate her? I don't know. At this
I've been
point,
told you that.
do you hate,
I've
you
been
think he
told you
still
that.
hates her now? I thought they were
Janice,
getting better.
no, Janice, I've been told you that. That man don't like her.
Well, we said that in the
And
beginning, but
honestly,
my question now is, do you
honestly,
think it's the
Trinity
same?
don't like him either. I've been told you that.
Yeah, I know. We've been saying that from the beginning. We have been saying that.
Hmm.
But what I'm asking now is, do you feel like he still feels that way?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes, girl.
Okay.
He don't
Then
like Trinity, and honestly, he don't like Ada either. So, girl.
I don't think he likes women. I think he's the type of man who's a straight man. I just don't think he likes women. You red
Either
pilled.
way, he
You
don't
red
like
pilled, honey.
Kada, and he don't like Trinity. And honestly,
Actually, I was
Trinity don't
thinking
like
that
him.
today.
Trinity don't like him either.
I think low key. Anyways, we'll get to it. But I actually think that Kada and Zach. I was like, maybe he does need a girl like Kada because she will cuss him out, and I think he kind of
Hmm.
likes it. But then at the
No, I
same
don't
time,
think
like
so.
Kada cannot walk. I'm sure Kada, with most men, she walks all over them. Zach's such a bitch. He's not gonna let her just walk all over him. I think she probably likes that a little bit too,
Yeah, with him,
because he gives
like I
like
said,
innocent, but then
anytime,
he argues like a bitch.
because hey, wasn't this the episode also where he told her when the first night back from Casa, he told her, "I love you"
Yes, that night.
that night,
That's in the
and
next
then the next.
episode, but yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. So we'll keep going with the Geek Challenge. Go ahead, keep going with the Geek Challenge because we need to talk about that because girl, the way I was at a 10 the next morning, the shit he said on that dog, man, all I said was just saying, shut the
Wait, I
fuck
think I
up,
might have
Zach.
forgotten, so I have to. Okay, we'll
Oh
get to
yes,
it.
no, I didn't forget. I
Okay,
didn't forget. Like I said, I hate this man. I hate him.
you hate him? Okay.
Yes.
So you think he's the worst person in the villa?
No, that's Casey. That he
Okay.
got that crown
So do you hate like all the men
locked.
except for Bryce
No,
and
no,
Caleb?
no.
Okay.
Caleb's sweet. Dylan. Whew, I just feel
I
sorry
like
for
Dylan.
him.
I like
Dylan,
Dylan. I know
I like him, boy.
He's definitely trying to get his acting career going. He's definitely trying to be famous, but that's fine.
I have sympathy for him. Corbin, manslut, you've been the same since day one, so I can't even really hate on him.
Corbin at this point.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just like, you know what? You send 10 toes down.
I don't
I
like.
knew you were.
Yeah. You just.
I knew.
You know who
I
he
knew.
is. You know
I
who he
knew
is.
you were F boy when you came in. You Jamaican and you live in Miami. I knew he was an F boy.
And the way
He knew
Jamaican
exactly
men
what.
talk about women, it's on brand.
Yeah, it's just like you were a. What the thing about Corbin is, I can't hate him because
He's
knows
Jamaican.
who he is. He knows who he is, and he's 10 toes down on that. Would I want to be in a relationship with him? Hell no.
But you know what?
No.
He would absolutely be
But
one
we
of my
could be
homeboys.
friends.
He would absolutely be one of my homeboys, and I would tell him,
I'd be
"You're
like,
disgusting.
damn.
You're
Like,
disgusting, and I don't be bringing these bitches around me. You're
yeah,
sick."
you're a shitty boy. I'd be like, he'd be the friend. Be like, he'd be a great friend. shitty boyfriend, you have to tell him like, man, you be treating that girl like shit, man. You ain't shit, nigga.
Yeah,
But
I'm the kind of girlfriend where I'm like, or like girl that's a friend, where I'm gonna be
mm-hmm,
like, you ain't shit. Like that woman needs to
mm,
run. You're disgusting. I hope
yeah,
I hope she
yeah,
cuts it off.
yeah,
Like that
yeah.
kind of
So,
shit.
but that's the kind of, but
I'm
like
gonna tell
since
them
day
about them
one,
because if they don't, if your girl's not gonna tell you about you, I'm gonna tell you about
mm,
you.
yeah. So Corbin is like I said, I knew he was an F boy coming in. He has not switched up. Stood 10 toes down. So for
Mm-hmm.
that, I'll give him props for that. But Zach, I haven't liked him for quite some time now. Every
Okay.
time he talks, I'm just like, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Well, yeah, he's
And
he,
then
Pie Trinity. I figured he was going to though, so I was like,
hmm
eh.
next
Caleb.
one.
Caleb pies Parmita, and I love that he called her out because he said that she hasn't had not one conversation with him since she was throwing herself at him and then found another connection. He said
hmm
throwing herself at him. I was like, oh,
Okay.
was she? Because
Yeah.
I don't feel like Caleb would use that lightly. I don't
Mm.
think Caleb's that type of guy.
That's because that
Remember, he was coupled
her
up with her the first
yeah,
night, and then the next
yeah.
day Corbin and her started making
Corbin
out in
kind of
front of
slid in
him.
there and snaked him. Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, damn, poor
yeah.
Caleb.
He
Caleb's
was
just sitting
like,
there like,
but as soon as that he saw Caleb on the scene, as soon as he saw Corbin on the scene, he like, let me go ahead and get with this other girl right here real quick because I'm not going through this
yeah, he knew
again.
to move on. He knew to move on. But the
Yeah.
fact that she never spoke with him about it again was crazy. But the fact that you never
hmm
pulled her for a conversation is also crazy. So,
Yeah.
but that's probably why people don't. These girls probably are just not feeling Caleb. And I also believe it's because he's 21 years old. He's a baby. He is
Yeah.
a
He is.
baby.
hmm
Like Jesus, did you just graduate high school? No, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's probably. Did
He's
he
he's
graduate
young.
college? He might not even graduate college
I
yet.
don't. I don't know.
It is
We'll have to
summertime.
look at it. We have to look at the
Dylan
that.
Anaya. Okay. Okay, and then Dylan pies Anaya for sending home
Why?
Carl. That was
Oh
the
shit.
bestie.
Okay.
Yep.
hmm
Bryce pies Kada. It says it's because of Paradise Cove. Remember when she like left him did him like that in the bed? Like you ain't have to make out with my homeboy in the same bed as me. Damn. Make sure I knew who you were interested in. That hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
was another thing. I will say it's a little off subject, but I'm just going to quickly say I feel like people do not give Bryce enough credit with the whole exploring thing. Because I feel
hmm
like Bryce is the type of guy, he's going to shoot his shot no matter what. I feel like Bryce, just like he shot his shot again with Kada, knowing damn well, like, bro, that boy, girl already rejected you. So I think if he really
hmm
wanted to, he would do it.
hmm
But I don't know. Maybe he is scared of losing his connection with Trinity. But I don't know. But I was just like, I feel like, because people are like, well, none of the Casa girls were feeling him. I was like, well, first of all, Casa girls don't give a shit about feeling nobody. They're just trying to get in the villa.
Yeah.
So they would have used
Exactly.
him if there was an opening there.
Yeah.
That's one.
He never gave them an opening.
He never gave them
That's
an
true.
opening, and I don't think he wanted to. Otherwise, if
hmm
he really wanted to, he would have been like, well, let's at least explore. I think his mind really
Yeah.
was on Trinity. So,
Yeah. hmm
so there's that. Sincere pies Jen, and I didn't like that shit. You know what he said? That she's always in everybody's
Oh,
business. She's like a fly on the wall, and she's always inserting herself into stuff that's not involving her, and that she's brand new. I was
that's
like,
not true.
Sincere, rude, because she's been there 2 weeks. Y'all have been in the villa 3. What's
Yeah.
happening?
hmm Because she came in on the bed challenge with
I was
Soul.
like,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
It
are you
was
joking?
dumb.
I
It was
don't think he
dumb.
understood. Maybe she's new to you because you don't pay attention to her. But
hmm
and I think she also calls.
I don't
She's
think
always clocked him, even with Soul from the very beginning. She's like, I don't like him.
true.
I don't like him.
Yes.
And she's
And
just
I think
like,
that's
you say you're honest, but you're not sincere.
hmm
She's been calling him out. I think he knows that, and I don't think he
yeah.
likes that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So I think that's why. But I was like,
I
sincere.
definitely these last couple episodes I do have to give Jen her props. So I'm like,
I'm
you know
feeling
what?
Jen.
I'm feeling Jen a little bit more.
Listen,
But
and
we'll
I
talk about
still
that
think
later.
she's cute. She's cute.
We'll talk about that later.
Casey
So
and Trinity.
sincere
Oh, what?
so sincere pies Jen who's after that?
Casey and E Pie's Trinity. Um, Yeah,
Well,
he
yeah.
pies her because she said she's
He
running her
missed.
mouth.
He missed and almost caught Naya too. He
And
totally
then he
missed.
said, and then Trinity
This
was
is when
like,
Meg was like, "You were disrespectful," and he's just like, "What did I do?" And he's just like, "You didn't remember what you did to Casa?" And I did like the fact that Meg was like,
she had the girl's back.
I don't know, I can't remember if it was when the girls were getting pied or when the guys were getting creamed. I did like that. I think it was with the girls. He was just like, "Hey, you don't have to put down another
That
woman
was
to
at the
go
end.
live."
That was after the boy or the girls go. Yeah, because she says
Mm-hmm.
this time that he was being disrespectful. And he was like, "How are you being disrespectful? How was I being?" And she was just like, "You don't remember what happened?" And he was just like,
At Casa?
and then he
Yeah.
shut the
Shut
fuck up.
shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
so, and then Anaya also pipes in and was just like, "Let me remind you." So she kind of reminds him what he did.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was mute after she got him together, and then Corbin. And okay, so this is going to be the guys now. So now the guys are done. Now it's the girls' turn.
Mm-hmm.
So first, wait, Corbin, Kenzie pied her for what? Oh, Corbin went. Oh, I missed Corbin. So Corbin goes and he pies Kenzie. I was like, for what?
What was the reason he gave?
He just because he said he heard a lot of stuff that night and he didn't really he understood everything, but some of the comments really threw him off, and and that was mostly from Kenzie. You mean the
Mm-hmm.
one that got burned by you?
Yeah.
So I was just like, I felt like that was completely unnecessary. I was just like, if
Mm-hmm.
you're, and then he apologizes right afterwards. So I'm just like, I'm confused. Why are you apologizing? And you just pied her.
Yeah.
But he does apologize, I think, and it was after Megan kind of got Casey together. So I have a feeling it was because I think Corbin is playing the game, and I think Corbin's smart enough to know that if a Megan's not feeling the guys, America's not feeling the guys.
Right.
I think he knows
Because she's
that.
a
I
fan.
think he's
She's
smart
watching
enough.
too.
Yeah. I think he's smart enough to
Mm-hmm.
pick that up. And because even later when Casey's getting creamed, Corbin's like, just take it, just take it, just stand up, stand up. Like he
Mm-hmm.
tells his
Yeah.
boy, like, we got
He's
to
trying to
take
help
this.
him.
And
Yeah.
then Corbin's even like, I hope, like, I know shit's really intense, but I hope I've apologized and I hope we're able to progress and move on. So he does say
Mm-hmm.
that too. So I think
Yeah.
he'd like to just move on.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I feel like for him, he never puts Kenzie down as a person. He just is like, I want Parmita. And yeah, Kenzie's gone. I'm done with Kenzie. But I think he was,
Yeah.
again, so whatever reason, he didn't come off as disrespectful to me as Casey.
Right. Yeah.
Well, probably because I don't have as much respect for Kenzie.
What-
So
I
that
think
might
that's
be
a part of it too.
that
Yeah,
might
I
be a
think that's a
factor. I don't
factor
really have
too.
as much respect for her. I'm like, you're kind of a, yeah,
Yeah.
you're a way around the way girl. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
for
one of those.
sure.
So the
Mm.
girls now got the opportunity to cream the guys. So the guys had to throw cakes, but the
Mm-hmm.
girls got to like do this cream thing. So they got to get really close to
Mm-hmm.
get the cream. So I was like, definitely a
There was
much better chance of hitting the
it's like
guys.
it's like a spray gun shaped like a
Like
it
cake
would be
batter or the icing
a
thingy.
icing bag. And so they got to, shoot cream at all the guys. So good, let's go through those girls real quick.
Yeah, so then we have are we still on 23? We sure are.
Mm.
So you have Jaden. She does Gall. She says he needs to step his game up with Jen.
Mm-hmm.
Kata does KC. You know why.
Mm-hmm.
Jen does Corbin. Caught himself. Because she said he was being disrespectful to her best friend in the villa, and then he was like, "How was I?" Never mind. So he caught
Never
himself.
mind.
I was
Yeah.
like, you fucking know, Corbin.
Mm-hmm.
Parmita does Corbin again, and I actually like that she did it because she was just like, I just want to get you back for the women, and then also don't you do that shit to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, she's just trying to get brownie points, but whatever.
Yeah.
Trinity does Bryce. So
Oh,
cute.
because like I'm gonna lick it off later.
And then Bryce was just like, I like your cream.
Mm.
Okay.
Cute.
And then Kenzie does Corbin, and she says because he's a liar, and he
Mm-hmm.
is. Not as bad of a liar as Sincere's the worst liar in the whole villa.
Yes, absolutely.
TG does Sincere because she says you trash, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you play
And
with my
she
girl
is.
Melanie Head. I got to get
Mm.
you.
Yeah.
TT's so ghetto, but I love it.
Mm-hmm.
She's definitely trying to like cover it up, but I love it. Um,
Yeah.
and then when she calls him Two-Face, he's just like, I don't know about the Two-Face part. And then in his confessional, he's like, yeah, I get it because I don't tell the whole truth. I'm like, oh, now you get it.
Now you get it,
Now you get it, bro.
dummy.
Like,
Yeah.
and then Melanie gets KC or
Mm.
Corbin, but she really goes back
Mm-hmm.
and forth between both of them. She's like, my hand
Mm.
slipped. I don't know. But it's so
Yeah.
crazy because I'm just like, it's so that thing where you know what's right and you can tell your girlfriends, this is what you deserve. This is what you should not accept. But it's so difficult when it's like your feelings are involved. So I feel bad for Melanie because she clearly knows what to do. She
Mm-hmm.
just can't. She just likes Sincere too much. Sorry, girl.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Anaya hits KC. Rise up,
Mm-hmm.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she gets him, and she really gives him, and she was aiming too. She was like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Very much. He leaned over and just like, use that stretch, girl.
Girl,
You
if I
tall.
was
Use
her,
that
I
stretch.
wonder if I would have got off that platform and just went right in his face and just went, "Bleh." Okay, that's what I would have done.
Like, there's no rules here. I was just like,
I'd have been like, oh, I can't get off
okay.
the platform, my bad.
Yeah.
And at the end, they have a cake eating challenge between Zach and Kenzie. Kenzie's dumbass doesn't actually get down to the bottom of the cake with the thing. She thinks it's this little tube that's the prize, so she ends up losing, even though they had a head start. And Meg
Mm.
was just like, keep going, keep going. Like, Meg wanted the girls to win, and she was like, what the hell happened? And then they say revenge is sweet. And then out of
Mm.
2 cakes, we get Amora and Carl. They were voted
Yeah.
back in, so we know that our people voted back in.
So
Amora and Carl.
happy.
I was very
Yeah.
happy.
All the girls were happy when Carl
I
popped
love when
up.
Carl popped
And
out and he was just like,
yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Loved it.
that was episode 23. So we ended episode 23. We're going right
Mm.
into episode 24.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? The boys are doing too much because they immediately are telling Carl that Anaya needs to earn him back. I just think that's crazy.
But I did like that Bryce was the only good one who was just like, well, she really likes you because you're all she's talked about since you've left.
Bryce is in a love bubble, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's thinking about love. He like, oh,
yeah.
I should be in a couple too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I need another couple in here.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Some Bryce, man.
Yeah. So he did do that, and then I did like that. Anaya and Carl did speak, and I like that Anaya took responsibility. Like, hey, I'm sorry. I know this really hurt you. I really hurt you when I chose
Carl
to.
Pulls her. I love that too. You decided to pull her.
Was it Carl? Yeah,
Carl
but they
pulls her
they
from
spoke.
The girls, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they spoke, and she was just like, he was like, I'm willing still said to take the chance, but my walls are up. And she's like, I understand that, and
She was
just
scared. She was scared, and
mm-hmm.
I would have been too.
Yeah. And so I'm just like, but as long as we're, at least we're gonna try. And that's understandable that your walls are up because you're thinking, golly, I wasn't the first choice. So
Well,
yeah.
he just wasn't, and I hope Carl doesn't rest on that because it wasn't like you weren't her first choice. It was just she had a more established thing with somebody else. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you
and
can
she
tell
did say
with Carl and her, they have more chemistry.
Yeah. And I think she also said like, I didn't put myself first. I was thinking about someone else. I didn't put myself first.
Well, because he
which
kept
is
badgering
understandable.
her about that whole damn door thing and her not
Mm-hmm.
choosing him. So I think she would have really felt like shit had she chose Carl and he didn't choose anybody. And I think she was really, I think she really did. I think as much people might not believe her, I believe that. I believe she was putting Casey's feelings before what she really wanted. And what she really felt like was going to happen. Because I really felt like she knew.
Yeah.
And I think she saw the other girls get this fairy tale thing, and she was maybe
fairy tale. I'll put that in quotation marks.
To what they think.
To what they think. Only person really has a.
Kata thinks she in a fairy tale.
Yeah, the only person that's really in a fairy tale is Bryce and Trinity. Other than that, girl.
Yeah, Bryce and Trinity definitely in a fairy tale. I don't care what none of the Bryce and Trinity haters say.
Mm-hmm. They really are like, living a fairy tale. At least for now.
Like, I feel like if it was performative, it would be it would look a lot different. It wouldn't look so damn awkward like two teenagers. Like
Mhm.
sometimes they be looking like teenagers together. Even when
Yeah.
he, which we'll get to it.
Yeah.
Um, TT pulls.
Amora.
Oh wait, no. So Amora talks with the group, and she's like, "Hey, my experience was good," and then she actually says, "Yeah, Zach was good. I mean, he wasn't as bad as KC. So, but he had a time." And then Kata immediately was like, clocked it, like, "What do you mean? What do you
Mm.
mean? What do you mean
Mhm.
he wasn't good? He was supposed to be
Mm.
being good. Like he said he was good." And so and then I think she tries to backtrack because she catches
Mm.
herself, and that's when she's like, yeah, in challenges, like I ain't gonna hold y'all. We were pressed to win, and I was like, oh, that wasn't a good way to do it. And then
Mm.
immediately, TT pulls her away from
Mhm.
the group, and Kata's still going in on it, but then Trinity tries to calm her down, and she's like, she just said it was a challenge, and I do get why Kata was upset.
Mhm.
Because I feel like it's the same thing what happens later at movie night, where I'm just like, don't act like she doesn't have a reason to be mad. Like, don't be trying to, like,
Mm.
it's like because they want her to be
Calm
with
her
Zach so
down.
bad. And
Mhm.
people have said that maybe Kate has popped off more than we've seen, and they're continuously trying to keep her calm. Could
Mhm.
be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, I get why Kate is annoyed. Like, babe, no, she just pulled her away. She was gonna say more, and yeah, and they need to no. Don't be trying to defend this man. Like Trinity, you don't defend
Mhm.
no man up in there. Don't be defending Zach.
Mhm.
Don't defend Zach because he's definitely not defending you. Well,
I
he
just
he
think
does later.
I think she wants to, because you remember uh, whenever they were in Casa, it was Trinity that went up and checked on her when she was having a breakdown
Yeah,
about
because
the
I think
picture.
Trinity and
So,
her are like the closest. It seems
of
like
the core four, and then Melanie and Anaya
I
are
think there's the core
closer.
four, which is
Hmm.
Kata, Trinity, Anaya, and Melanie. But I think the
Mm.
closer of the and there's always like this with like groups of girls is
Mm.
Anaya and Melanie, and then Trinity and Kata, and then they come
Yeah.
together as a group. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
kind of how it is.
Yeah.
So
100%.
yeah, TJ pulls her before anything could be said.
Mm.
But she does point out that she feels like Sincere and a lot of the boys were acting like this was a hall pass
Hmm.
in Cosmo Moore, and I absolutely agree with her. But
Yeah.
yeah, and then so TT, I don't know. Do you feel like TT was being messy or being a good girl or
I
like a girl
am
code?
still, because there's a lot that happens between that situation all the way up until episode 25, but I am guarded when it comes to TT. I'm not 100% know what her motivations are. I am still, something's to me feels off, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite sure. I can't put
What
my finger
her
on it.
motives are?
I cannot figure out. I can't read her
What
enough to
are
figure out
your
what.
motives?
Right. So I don't know. Are you really there for KC? Are you there for your 15
I
minutes?
think she's there for her 15 minutes. To be
Or
fair,
that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I really,
she's there for
honestly,
her
I'm not
15
a.
minutes. That's why she needs to say, "I'm TT."
Mm, yeah, we'll see. Like I
Okay,
said,
hello TT.
I'm not
Have fun.
100% sure. I'm just not 100% sure.
Okay.
Something's off, but I haven't quite put my finger on it
Yeah, I didn't
yet. And
like
once
it.
I do,
I was very unsure because at the end of the day, what she said was correct. Melanie
hmm
deserves to know. You
hmm
were up in that bed with the man. You need to tell her everything. I think that Sincere is the sneakiest one out of everybody. I agree with that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I just don't know what your motives behind that are.
And see, and
Especially when you're telling Amora
I think
to go
she's
bring
trying
it
to
to
win
her.
the game. Like I said, doesn't also
How can
she
you,
could just be trying to
girl?
win the
Bye.
game,
I hope she's not trying to
which
win the
I
game. You
feel
ain't winning
like
shit.
by breaking up Melanie and Sincere, it
She
brings her a
ain't
little
winning
closer.
shit. Can you? I can't
I'm
imagine
not.
she thinks that they're gonna win. That's insane.
I mean,
You
girl, I
literally
don't
just came up
know.
and broke up a couple that you saw on TV that people were
Hmm.
liking. Like that's crazy. But
Yeah.
maybe if I was her and a lot of these people, I'd be like, I'm trying to sit here as long as I can. That's it.
Hmm.
Doesn't matter to me. I don't need to win. I just want to be here the
Yeah.
last day, which means I just need
Yeah.
to be top 4.
Yeah.
So,
So we'll see what happens, but um, what happens next after that?
so after that, that's when Carl and Anaya have the Oh wait, no, sorry. Yeah, that they're treading lightly, which I think we kind of touched on. So he pulls
Mm-hmm.
her. They said that he's gonna tread lightly.
Mm.
Then oh, I was gonna say when Sincere was asked about Amora in the beginning, he does not say no. He said, "I'm gonna tread. I'm gonna tread more lightly." What do you
Mm-hmm.
mean, like? And he's still open to it. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
he is.
but let's go on to the Jen talks to Gaul.
Mm-hmm.
Basically tells him that she doesn't feel like you're attracted to me. I don't know what's really going on. I feel like I think you're really cute. I am attracted to you, but I just don't know if I feel like you feel the same
Trust your
way.
gut, girl. That man ain't shit.
Yeah,
That's all I
yeah.
gotta say. Trust that man.
Oh,
Trust your gut, girl.
yeah.
Trust your
No, she
gut.
should have.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I don't know. If, I thought at this time maybe he was just weird because he does seem awkward. Um, But later
A
on,
little.
I didn't. Yeah, I'm like, okay, I
A
think he's
little.
just an asshole.
He's a little.
Corbin and Permita showered together. I'm just like, you're already showering together, girl.
Corn dogs.
On TV, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you on a
Yeah.
from a Persian family? I thought like, unless her family's not
I
religious,
know.
unless her family's
I
not
know.
religious, I'm just like, how is your
Girl,
family gonna react?
she's not bringing Corbin back to that
But
family.
even though Huda on the last season, she got 2 bodies on the show, bodies. So
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know.
We'll see.
I was like, that was crazy work. It's one thing to say you have a strong connection and you just have to have sex with this guy on TV,
Mm.
but
Mm-hmm.
2?
Yeah.
2?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna slut shame. It's fine. Do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
What happens after? So awkward looking. Oh yeah, because I said Gaul was so awkward when he was looking around for that kiss. I was like, why are you being so weird, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then Melanie talks to Sincere again, and then this is the conversation where she starts breaking down a bit more. And then she says to him straight up, like, because he keeps saying, I picked you. And she's like, being picked is not the prize. That is not what I want. If you respected me, being respected is. And if you respected me, you wouldn't have chosen me if that's what you're going to do behind my back. So I felt really bad for her.
Yeah.
Carl makes breakfast for Anaya and Amora. People were up in arms about the fact that was he going to explore Amora, because on After Sun he did say that he was attracted to both, or he was attracted to Amora, and that he would have talked to Amora if he had the opportunity. So, but I don't think Carl's a juggling type of guy.
He's not.
Yeah. Kenzie's ridiculous. That's all I said. Kenzie's ridiculous because because I said make her coffee, because she had her breakfast made by Dylan, and then she just wanted to see what Gaul was gonna do, because she asked Gaul to make her coffee.
She wants attention.
I was
That's
like,
it.
so you're
That's
going
all.
for the guy. It
That's
wasn't
my
even like
only
Gaul like made a move. Gaul didn't like man up and say, I'm gonna talk to Kenzie today.
When it comes to Kenzie, for me, she just wants attention. That's all she wants. She just craves
She's a pick me.
attention.
She's an attention whore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate girls like that. I absolutely hate hanging out with girls that just need male attention. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
It's just like, do you have no self-esteem?
It's exhausting.
What's happening? What is happening here? And you know what? I think it upsets me more because it only fucking fills this man's head up. And I just like, why do you have to just make this man feel like he's just have you whenever? That's
ridiculous. Yeah.
like, and it only pumps men's head up more, and men's head don't need to be pumped up anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't understand. But she's also in her 20s, and I'm like, she gonna have a time. She's having a time.
Okay. I mean, you'll say that, but I've been a Kenzie hater for quite some time now. So
I don't like Kenzie. She's good TV. She's good TV.
She's good TV.
So I
don't
that,
like her,
but I would
and
never
she
be
gives
friends
good.
with her. I would
And
never be
she's
friends with a girl
good.
that I have to watch my
No,
man with. That's crazy.
that's exactly why she's when it comes to the core four, she hasn't really broken into that core, and that's why she lobbed on to Jen. She's like, "You're my best friend in here." Yeah, because you're the odd person out, and Jen is new. Them girls sensed something about you wasn't right, and that's why. So we'll see what happens, but yeah. So yeah, I thought that was weird. She goes, "Can you make me coffee?" He jumped up real quick and said, "Yeah, I'll do it right now."
Yeah, he did jump up quick.
Real quick.
So then Bryce tells Zach about his wanting to make it official with Trinity when they're
Mm-hmm.
talking, and Zach wasn't like, why would you do, like, I feel like other guys in the past have been like, are you sure, do you want to do that, oh my god,
He a little bit. He's just like,
he's like, that's
uh,
crazy, because I mean, he's like, man,
mm-hmm,
that's actually crazy to think about, and I get that because
mm-hmm.
these are
Oh, oh,
3 weeks
oh, oh,
in.
oh, oh. Speaking of, because
Mhm.
this is right, in this episode is when, remember, Zach said,
My dog.
I love you to Kata.
Oh
And then
yeah,
the
that night. Hmm.
next morning, he was like, it was a joke. It was a joke.
Do you
And I
think?
don't like when he does that.
I think he did it because she didn't say that shit back.
No,
Yeah.
no, no,
Yeah.
no, no.
Yeah.
Absolutely
She
freaking
said,
not.
"Shut the fuck
No.
up" when he said it.
Yeah, and he goes, "It's not. We're not boyfriend and girlfriend." And she kind of had like a look on her face, be like, "Yet he's
He says
revealing
yet.
what
He
he
said
really
yet.
feel.
He said
He's
yet.
because he read her face and he added on the yet kind of like
No, he
last
didn't. It
second.
was pretty quick. And then she goes, "You better have said
No,
yet."
mm,
I just watched.
okay, that's not how I watched. That's not how I interpreted it. But I
I
feel
think he knew he
like
had to say the yet so he didn't get in trouble.
exactly. So I'm just like, so when they talked about you're not my girlfriend yet, so I'm just like when him and Bryce had the conversation, he goes, I think I'm gonna, after everything that we've been through, I'm gonna ask her to be my girlfriend. That's why I'm like, I don't think he was really happy because also we have to think about the conversation he just had with
And the
Kata.
competition of it all. Because in the
Yes.
competition of it all, you know that the couple is more likely to win.
Mm-hmm. So he was just like, okay, are you gonna be exclusive? And he was trying to be like, I think he was subliminally trying to push Bryce not to say we're boyfriend and girlfriend, maybe just say you're exclusive or
Because he
closed
said what?
off.
What did he say
He
that
was
made
just
him
like,
feel it?
because
Because
he like I felt like he was trying to say, oh, so you're gonna be exclusive. He's like, he was trying to say instead of like, oh, you're gonna be boyfriend and girlfriend. He's like, oh, so you guys are trying to be
well, because
exclusive.
okay, so what Bryce said was, Bryce said, I'm gonna, close it off. He goes, oh, so like what, boyfriend and girlfriend? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, not like just exclusive. And he goes, no. He's like, I think that's where it's going. I think that's the next step. And then
Hmm.
and then Zach asked him, well, do you think you're in love? And he goes, isn't that the point? And then he
Yeah.
goes, yeah, but are you like in love right now? Are you getting? And he's like, I think I'm getting there.
Hmm.
So I don't know, and I feel like if he tried to like poke some holes in that, production would have shown it.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like they would have because they've definitely been trying to push this narrative that, or showing us that he's been putting doubts in Bryce's head.
Right.
So there's that. But then when they figure out that they're gonna have the date, I
Mm.
was surprised when like Bryce is getting ready and then he's in there. He's like, okay, this is you should do it now. Like this is the perfect time. I was
Hmm.
surprised. I was like,
Yeah, I was a little surprised. But when they found out that they were getting the date, I felt like was it TT
Zach
that
was.
kind of had a stink look on her face
She
when
didn't have a
they
stank
got the
look on the
date.
face when they got the date. She had a stank look on the face when they came back from the date. When
Oh,
she
that's true.
announced. Like, okay.
Yes, 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 yes.
And she tries to be
So
messy with Casey and be like, what you think? But Casey's
yes,
playing the game now because he did not take that bait.
yeah. So they get the date. Everyone's really happy that they get to go on the date. They dressed up really cute, wearing matching colors.
I want to say really
Um,
quick because normally when they like go on a date, like
mhm,
the guy and the girl, like they was like, oh my god, yay guys, we're going, like right before they leave.
mhm.
Bryce pulling her right out the door. He's like, no, come on. Listen, we don't need, we
Yeah,
get out here.
we ain't got to do all this little shit. Yeah.
He just wanted to be with his lady. His
Yes,
lady.
he
I love
does.
that he calls her his lady.
Yeah. So they go and they get on the jet skis, and it looks like they did a lot of like they must have been out there all day because they did like a lot of I'd say wide shots and promo shots of them on the jet ski, and she's like, I wouldn't, I can't, couldn't imagine something about being. I'm so glad I'm here with you, or I can't
He's like, I
imagine
wouldn't
being
want to be out here with anybody else but
here with
you.
anyone but you. Right. And then they go and you can see a lot of photos from the Instagram. So they were doing a lot of stuff, not just the date stuff that was for the show.
Oh,
But
really? I
I
didn't
did
ever
like,
go and look at that.
yeah, like the extra videos. There was like extra
Oh, I'm
videos,
gonna go
like
watch
promo
it. I'm so excited.
videos. Like there was one where I think Trinity is in a donut floaty, and then Bryce is hanging on, and they are like floating together, and they're kissing and all that stuff. I've
I
seen
saw
that.
that. That was on the show.
Yeah, on
Because
the
I
show,
remember
then also
laughing. Because
photos.
I remember laughing, thinking, Trinity said, "I'm not getting my hair wet. I'm
Hair
not
wet.
getting my hair wet. No, Bryce can
Exactly.
go in the water.
Exactly.
I'm not getting in that thing."
Yeah, I can definitely see her doing that.
I was
So
like,
they
that
did.
is so like black girl and white boyfriend coded.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
So
I'm not getting my hair wet.
they have their champagne. They're like, I can't wait for you to meet my family. I can't wait for you meet my mom. And he's like, I can't wait for you to meet my grandma. I feel you guys are going to get together. And he's like, I just want to ask you to be my girlfriend. And she's like, you're really asking me?
Yeah,
And he
I
goes,
thought
yeah.
it
And she's
was
like,
quick.
yes,
It was
yeah. And
quick.
so it was just adorable, amazing, wonderful.
But
They
I'm
locked
okay
it
with it because
down.
they seem like they really are. And
Yeah,
I think
sealed it
Bryce
with a
wants to make
kiss.
sure he locks her in, honestly. After the
Hmm.
villa too. He's like, nah, you
Yeah,
ain't gonna slip out my fingers. Nope.
yeah, yeah.
You're my
Which
girlfriend.
she's like Trinity is somebody I could be friends with for sure.
Oh, Trinity's so funny. I would just be cracking up all
Yeah.
day hanging out with Trinity.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
she's so
Actually, you
funny.
know what? You and Trinity kind of actually remind me of each other
Oh,
a little
thank you.
bit. Yeah, your personalities are definitely like. Sometimes I look at y'all and I'm just like, where y'all come up with this shit? Like your minds are like you. I
Stupid.
don't.
We
Y'all
be
don't
dumb,
intend.
bro. We be
Here's the thing,
dumb.
y'all don't intend to be funny, but yeah, that's what you end up being. It's funny as hell.
Oh my
But I don't think
gosh.
y'all aren't trying to be funny. But I'm just like sometimes I'd be like,
I just be saying what's on my mind, girl. That's
exactly,
it.
and that's what she does. And I'm just like, but it just ends up cracking me up every single time.
What did she
That's you, girl.
say? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jill. What did she say when they were like talking shit? And then she was like, "What did they say?" And they told her, she goes, "Good." The way she said it, good.
Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember.
It
She
was
said so many
something.
funny
Somebody
stuff.
yelled it across the villa, and she's like, "What's
Hmm.
happening?" And she was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, good."
Oh, when Melanie was trying to go up, um,
Oh, and
yeah,
messed
yeah,
up the thing with Soul and
yeah. She was just like,
Sid.
she should. Good.
And then Bryce
Yeah,
was like, "Oh, she's trying to go and like interrupt the conversation with Soul," and she goes, "Good."
yeah.
So
She
funny.
should. Yeah,
She's
I remember
so
that.
funny. She is so funny. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
I could see us being friends for sure because she makes me
yeah,
laugh for
for
sure.
sure.
Um,
So they come back, and guys go be with the guys, girls go with the girls, and she's just like, good news, bad news. Bad news, he didn't ask me to close off. Good news, he asked me to be his girlfriend, and all the girls are like, and then
except for
TT, yeah, she had a stank face on her
she does
stank look on
everybody.
her face.
I was surprised she didn't even fake it. She didn't even get up.
Yeah,
I was like,
which
damn.
that's fine, girl. I don't
But you
care. We
gotta,
don't know each other.
you forget that like to stay on the show, people have like America and the villa have to like you.
Yeah. And so, like I
Fake
said,
it.
that apology was just an HR apology. They don't really,
Yeah, I don't think
she's just
TT
like,
be
okay,
good
whatever.
with Trinity at all. I don't think she likes Trinity
Yeah.
at all.
Which they're not going to be friends
But it's
outside the
because,
villa
and you know
anyway.
what it is? It's because Trinity can match her energy. Oh, bitch, you go in there, let's go.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
You ain't.
And then Bryce is with the guys, and he's just like, and the girls are all screaming like, ah! And then he's just like,
I may or may not have.
I've asked her to be my girlfriend, and they're like, oh my
So
god,
cute.
oh my god.
So
Even though,
cute.
yeah, they were all excited, and he's like, well, what'd she say? She goes, yes, she said yes, and so they were
I
all happy for
know. I
him,
was like,
which was great.
I'm gonna say this is definitely one of the faster boyfriend girlfriends of Love Island.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah.
But they
I
were
mean,
slow burn
I
though.
would say
But they've been
UK.
together since day one,
Yeah, and that's what I'm
and
saying. I
they're
would say
slow
UK
burn.
used to do it more because really low
Hmm.
key, USA doesn't do that. Like nobody
Hmm.
became boyfriend and girlfriend on the show on season 6, 7, but now 8. But the thing about season 6, people did say I love you. So there you go. But
Oh, they haven't said I love you
they
yet.
said I love
But
you.
I do.
But I get where Bryce
they've
is
been.
saying, because somebody said, like, you're not saying I love you for your boyfriend, girlfriend. I was like, fuck no. Why would I be in
Mhm.
love with somebody before I'm...
Your boyfriend and girlfriend, yeah, for sure. So yeah, that was like, oh my God, that's so great. Which was like, oh my gosh, that was my favorite part of that episode. I was just like, oh my God, love seeing them happy.
Not him growling at me. Hold on.
Mm. What's wrong with him?
I just
Oh, a
snatched him.
toy. Mm.
You're trying to run away from me, girl.
Mm. So yeah, so they come back from the day, and yes, I did clock how she acts. What do you think about that, Casey? Glad that Casey did not bite it and just like, girl, shut up.
Did that Casey didn't do what?
He didn't bite the when TT asked about what do you think about
Well, because
them
I think
becoming
he's
boyfriend and
locked in
girlfriend.
and he's playing the game now, and he
Mm.
realizes people like Trinity and Bryce. We
Mhm.
cannot talk shit. I'm in enough shit with what I just did.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
he's same thing with Corbin. They're playing the game, which is crazy
Yeah.
because we haven't gotten to movie night. But when they say,
Mm.
"Oh, the villa picks up on everything," dummy, you didn't
Mm.
know that? It's a
Yeah.
TV show. You think they want to miss
Yeah.
tea? Wait, stupid
Yeah.
ass.
Exactly.
And then we'll go into the last part of the episode, which is basically after they come back from their date, they get ready for the night, super cute, buzzy, all that good stuff. So then mostly we see, well, there's a conversation with Carl and Anaya, and
Mhm.
oh wait, um, Casey pulls Anaya for a conversation, so they finally talk.
Mhm. Right.
He tells her, "You go first." Excuse me.
You pulled me for a talk. I thought that
Excuse
was dumb.
me.
But you know what? I
Why did
think
you want to talk to me? Why did you pull me?
because he ain't got shit to say. He just
He
wants
wanted
to.
ammo. I felt like he wanted ammo to use against her in the conversation. So he can
Mhm.
be like, "That's not
Yep.
true. That's not true. Well, why are
Yeah.
you saying this?" Like he wanted ammo instead of just saying his truth.
Yeah.
Say your truth, Casey, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And that's your problem. And that's why she uses the word coward later in the
Mhm.
episode, because you are a
Mhm.
coward and you can't just say how you feel instead of
Feel.
trying to you know,
Just
what's it
stand
called?
on it.
Ricochet off somebody
It's
else's feelings. Like, bro, stand on how
yeah.
you feel. How do you feel, Casey? How do you feel?
It's not like a Naya's gonna come and devour you whole or something. Like damn,
Yeah. And
she's
if you can't stand
just
up to
follow the
Anaya,
kid,
how
and
are
she
you
could
gonna
be.
stand up to TT?
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but at the end of the day, like she called him a coward. She goes, I don't like that word. She goes, why don't you like that word? And I was just
Well,
like,
he
that's what
didn't
you were
ask
being.
why. She said, "This is why I feel that you are,"
I don't like.
and she
He
gave
said,
the reasons.
I don't like that word.
Yeah, and she was
Okay,
just
well,
like, "Okay, but
okay.
this is why I feel like you're a coward."
Anyways, yeah. And then the fact that he asked for a hug, I'm like, she's
Oh,
like,
I loved
hell
it. But
no.
I just want to say she articulated herself well. She got her points
Hmm.
across. He really
Hmm.
couldn't combat with her. And she's just like, "You still haven't even said I'm sorry to
Yeah,
this
that's true.
day." And he finally
Yeah.
is like, "I'm sorry. Is that what you want?" It's not coming off genuine, bro.
Very empty.
Not
Very
coming
empty. He
off
didn't mean
genuine.
it.
Because you didn't
Hmm.
mean it if all you want to do is just appease me and
Hmm.
saying sorry. If that's why
Yeah.
you're saying sorry, then don't do it. Is all I have
Yeah.
to say.
There's no point.
So and then, but then
If
he
you don't really,
apologizes.
if you're not really sorry, just go ahead and
Just go ahead and just call it a
just keep
day.
it. Yeah.
And then we get into we have
Was
to
this
rush through this
also
next
the
because
same?
we still have movie nights to talk about.
No, no,
So
no. This is also where Carl and Anaya had that really amazing kiss.
well, I
Oh my
wanted
God.
to say before you said that is that when she walked away, he asked for a hug. She said, "Fuck no," and then he was
Mm,
like, "Go get Carl," and she's like, "Leave me the fuck alone." I
yeah.
loved it. So now you can go into
So
your next
yeah.
or conversation with Carl and Anaya.
Yeah. So I think
But those
this
walls dropped down.
yeah. So because I think that was the end of 24 and then leading into 25 is still the same night or
Mm-mm.
no?
20. All that's
Oh,
still in 24 because we have it because
so
Kenzie kisses Gaul at the end of this episode.
Gall, yeah, that was and I do like I'm just like she just wants attention like damn girl you cannot leave this man
Well, she
and
pulls him. Oh wait,
mhm
before that, Gaul ends it with Jen. So after the
mhm
in the right after that date night before, you
mhm
told her everything's good, you like her. Then when the guys are
mhm
asking them when they're getting ready for that night, and he was like, "Do you like Jen?" He's like, "Nah, I don't like her." I'm like,
actually I don't
"Damn, that was quick."
I'm very quick he never liked her.
I was
Yeah,
like,
he
why
never
did you
liked
do
it.
all that then, Gal? You just told that girl if you weren't feeling, you would have told her. Liar. Once again, another
Liar.
liar.
He
Another
just
liar
wanted
in
he
the
just
villa.
wanted into the villa. Yeah.
He just wanted into the villa, and he wants to promote that damn coffee shop. Fuck the coffee shop.
Yep. Well, supposedly,
It's not his coffee shop.
it is his coffee shop, but they're giving discounts to anyone named Jen
And
who
on top of
buys
that,
coffee
apparently
there.
his family's been making posts dragging him for how he's. I was like, not your family.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Damn, I would hope my family would have my back even if I was fucking up. They'd be like, listen,
Yeah.
Janice is just having a typical time. Leave her alone.
Yeah.
We're going to get it together when we get home, but we love her.
Yeah. Exactly.
Say some shit like that. Don't actually drag me with
So.
people. So yeah, so she
So
dragged
she has a
him.
conversation. She has a conversation with Gaul, makes out with him. I'm just like the whole time, like, you greedy little bee.
But she like leans in for it. Like she tries to
Yeah.
come back later and say that he did, but no, Kenzie, it was you, girl. You were like this close to his face,
You was having a good old time.
trying to kiss him. And then yeah, and I was just gonna say that then Naya and Carl make out. I was like, I haven't seen this much chemistry with Naya with anybody. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah. I'm just like, ooh, man,
He has some big hands.
Yes, when he came up, his hands came up on her back. I'm just like, yes.
Twice. I was like,
yes, I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved
this
it.
man to say less. What's happening? I didn't
Yeah.
even want to cuddle, Casey.
That shows you when it's the right person, it's the right person,
it's
babe.
right, yeah, exactly. So yeah,
and she's like, "Thank you." She was like, "Thank you, America." I'm like, "Girl, you welcome."
You're welcome, girl. I got you.
Because I voted for him to come back. Because I'm like,
I wish the Carl. No problem, girl. Right here. We're
yeah, I, Captain. Here you go.
Right. Okay. And so we're gonna get into movie night. Hopefully, we can do this in the next 15 minutes or so.
So the episode 25, the first part was really slow. The only like standout thing was Jen confronting Kenzie because Kata came and told her, "Hey, by the way, she made out."
Dylan's feelings. You don't talk about Dylan?
Honestly, yeah, no, because honestly, that emotion, I'm just like, you didn't even drop a tear. So I'm not 100% convinced that that's his real emotions.
Well, I want to talk about how Kenzie reacted to it. It was.
I think she was creeped out by it.
She was definitely. She got the ick. And
she
then
did.
when he was it that night? No, it's the next day when he tries to lock her in. She's definitely hesitant. She's definitely like, fuck. She like completely disassociated when they hugged. I was like, oh,
yes, absolutely.
But I think she knows that this is gonna have to just lock into the end of the season. I think she knows that.
Yes. That's good.
Yeah, Jen.
There's no more exploring.
Yeah, and Jen straight up tells her, "I wouldn't be your friends. I don't like how you did this." And then
because back up. So Kata told Jen, "Hey, by the way, Kenzie made out with Gaul in Say Less."
Well, Kenzie pulls her that morning, but it was too late.
I know because Kata, which honestly, the reason why it's too late is because you should have had that discussion with her the night before. The night before.
Because you pulled him. Why didn't you tell Jen you were going to pull him?
Yeah, pull him, and then when you were done, you'd be like, oh, by the way, after you had the conversation with Dylan, the next conversation should have been before you went to bed. Should have been with Jen before you went to bed with Dylan, talking about, I really do like you.
Well, that's
whatever
why
they were doing in bed.
That's why I said Kenzie's so unserious. She doesn't care.
She doesn't care. Yeah, because the only time she ever showed any real emotion
is when
Jen clocked her
and said, "I wouldn't be your friend." She was like,
"I wouldn't be your friend. In fact, I wouldn't trust you." Loved it.
Yeah, you girl.
Loved it.
I'm talking to you.
Yes, you. Jen, you. She a blonde, but she ain't dumb.
I'm like, bitch, don't look around. I'm talking to you. You ain't shit.
She's like, what? You're my best friend in here. I don't want to.
Yeah,
you're not. She's not your friend.
Here, bro. Like, look how you treated your best friend.
Here's the thing. She be on some bullshit, and then the core four don't be really messing with her on that stuff. Because when she's on her BS, they won't necessarily soothe her and be like, oh yeah, girl, whatever, and pump her up on that stuff. But Jen, because she's newer, She,
Well, I honestly think she kind of left the whole core four behind when the whole Melanie and Corbin thing was happening, because she didn't even want to tell Soul what was going on. Remember, she would wait till Soul left to tell them what was going on.
mm,
I think she's been
yeah,
done with the core four, and now she's back with the core four when she's talking to
mm,
Anaya about Gaul because she's pulling
mm,
Jen's man. So
yeah,
again, Kenzie's so unserious. She doesn't care about anybody. This is all a
hmm,
game to her.
it
She
is very
just
much
likes
so.
attention from men, and that's it.
Mm,
She don't give a damn about those friendships with the
hmm.
girls. So
No, she don't, and she won't. They
she
won't be
doesn't.
her friends.
She doesn't. She's
Mm-mm.
the kind of girl that's probably lost so many friends. She's
Yeah,
lost so many friends. I would
I
never
feel like
let her
when
around my man
she,
ever.
yeah, I think she's the kind of person. As soon as she gets a boyfriend, she goes to all her friends, and that's why she can't keep them. Like
Bro, that's okay.
it's.
I literally don't care if you ghost me if you find a man.
Hmm.
That's totally fine. We can
Yeah,
be friends and we can hang out whenever. I'm
when
not
you
that type of girl that's like I need your attention as a woman, but
not even that. It's just
I can't be friends with her
seriously.
because I would never trust you around a man that I liked or
You're,
I was with. Ever.
hmm.
Ever.
Yeah,
Because I would
yeah.
see how you act. You're a pick me. I
Hmm.
don't even if you've never done
She,
anything. You flirting and touching my man is not okay. Leave him
yeah,
alone. Stop
she
touching him.
has definitely since she's gotten in the villa. Zach rejected her, but she's been in some kind of some kind of triangle, love triangle, like triangle, however you want to say that in the
And she always
Casa.
pursues something else. She's always
She's
pursuing something
always,
else.
yeah, she's always pursuing at least two men. And so I'm just like, girl, pick one. It's not that. And she changes based on who she's talking to
Oh, I was gonna
because
say.
who she is with Kayla versus Dylan versus Gall versus Corbin, every last one is
Because she's a
different. So
pick
I did,
me. A pick me does
hmm,
that. It's all
yeah,
about just being picked. You don't actually care
yeah,
about. Yeah, and then when she said that to Anaya, kiss is like a handshake to me. Keep her away from
yeah,
your man. Keep
yeah.
her away from your
Away
man.
from, exactly. So yeah, I did like that
What?
Jen flat out called her out to her face. I did love that. I like I said, that was the only part of the first part that absolutely I'm like, yes. Then Melanie says, I got a text, movie night. All the guys started panicking.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, what did I say? What did I do? What haven't
But
I
that
told
just lets
her?
you know that they know
The
they
only but
wrong
the only
because
ones that
they're
were
worried.
panicked, the only persons that were panicked was Zach, um, KC, Corbin,
All the main guys
and
except for Bryce. That's it.
Insincere. Caleb wasn't worried. None of the
Well,
guys
main
were.
guys meaning like OG guys.
Mm, OG guys. Yeah, those four, they're like, damn, well, what did we say? What did we forget? What did we leave out? What have we been lying about? Because they're like, well, did you tell her
I
everything?
know
They're like,
Caleb
I
in
don't
there
know, I'm
just
not sure.
drying his hair. Well, did you do something you didn't tell her about, man? Like, so
Yeah.
nice.
So I thought that was very interesting. So movie night starts.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom. Zach up first.
Mm-hmm. Poor
Okay, go
Kata.
through it. She poor Kata, she's trying to be a G. She,
Because
her lip
everything she
quivers.
saw is what he told
Yeah,
her.
yeah, her lip quivers a little bit. She's like,
It
oh,
hurts
okay.
her. It hurts her. She's down bad.
Next up, Casey. Pretty much we're rehashing everything that we said before.
Well, no, this is when he starts saying. Is it? Oh, this is
Yes.
when he's like trying to explore and he's being extra with the women, not the
Hmm.
disrespectful part. Because she gets heated on the second one. This one's all about the way he like jumped on TT and was making out with her. The
Hmm.
way he jumped on Sydney. The way he basically said that. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it on those clips, and then
That's
they
okay. No,
also
no, no.
show Sincere talking to TT and saying how I've never seen him like this. And remember earlier in the episode, which I think we missed over,
Mm,
Sincere and Anaya had a conversation about how they fuck with each other, how they're like that,
mm,
like I always got your back,
mm.
and then now she's seeing in movie night, you don't got my back.
Yeah,
But
but that's also
I will
when.
always say that if you're a girl that's friends with guys, and I definitely have a lot of guy friends, probably more than girlfriends, honestly. They're never gonna have your back over their guy friends, so
Mm,
don't even put that in your mind.
bro,
They're
yeah.
always gonna have bro code. Like
This is
they're gonna
also
hide dirt
when.
for each other.
Yeah, this is also when Anaya hears the grandma comment
That's
and
the
she sees
second
a
clip.
full.
That's the second clip.
Well, I'm just saying the KC package. I'm not gonna break it down clip by clip by clip. She got to see the full extent of what he did in Casa, got to see what he did with Sydney, what he did with TT. And the whole time I
I
didn't like when TT was like,
you know
girl, what are
you
you
know why that is? Because you stuck. She
mm,
liked the crazy. That's why I
yeah.
told you from the beginning when I said that comment. It was everything.
Mm,
Like you're stuck. She's a
yeah.
Black Widow. She gonna cut your head off before she lets you leave.
Yeah. And so it starts getting
Especially on
heated.
TV.
Yeah, it starts getting heated. They show the selection scene, and that's when Trinity goes, "Wait a minute, where's the angel girl?" And one of the girls says, "Oh, she left after day two."
Mm-hmm.
And Kata's like, "Wait, what? She left, so she wasn't an option?" She kind of shut down for a little bit because she was computing. Wait a minute,
Well, what I
because
didn't.
she backed out of the conversation. Things were getting heated. The guys are trying to defend Casey,
Yeah,
and
and I did
I'm
not
like,
like that Sincere jumped in that shit and tried to get on Trinity. I was like, shut the fuck up,
yeah.
Sincere.
She's
Shut the
like,
fuck up.
but then he made the point. He's just like, y'all were both exploring because they showed Anaya's clips too as far as what she did in Casa. He goes, but you're
So
exploring. What's the
annoying.
double? They're talking about the double standard. And they were just like, but then
Nobody gives a
Sincere
damn about
dumbass,
that.
when he gets up, he goes, it's a double standard. And she's like, what do you mean it's a double standard? It was never about them exploring. It was about the disrespect, how he talked about Anaya. And
Which you
then
just
and
saw.
then and then he goes, what does Sincere do? Prove the point. Because he goes, you guys were both exploring. Now, Casey was really disrespectful when he did it. And they're like, that's
Right.
the point. That's why
Right.
we're upset. And he's like, oh, and shut up. I'm just like, shut
Yeah,
up, dude.
because Bryce tried to jump in there and try to get his boys back too. Trinity had to shut his
Yeah.
ass down. She
But
said,
here's
"Weren't you
the,
surprised or what?" And then he
he
was just
goes,
like, "Honestly,
like,
I didn't.
we
He only
didn't hear
told me
all the,
certain things."
it's, I can only go by what he told me. And then
I was
eventually
like,
he's
"Bryce,
like,
shut
you know
up,
what?
before your
You know what?
girl kill you."
This is indefensible. I think eventually he realized, okay, this is indefensible, and he kind of backed down. And of course, you got
Who
Dylan
backed
eating the
down?
popcorn and be like,
Who backed down? Bryce. Oh,
Bryce.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, Bryce.
I thought you were saying
And
Casey
then,
backed down. I was like, no, he didn't.
no, 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 Bryce. But you remember also, that's when KC getting all defensive, even though Corbin was telling him, dude, like, let it go, let it go. It's not worth it. He
Mm-hmm.
got up, and I was like, why he getting up? Why he getting up? She got up real quick. And you know,
What do you think
she,
about that whole thing? And then the way Carl reacted.
Carl. I mean, when he could see like, damn, like she was really effed over.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing the package, you can tell he was really hurt for
I'm talking
Anaya.
about when she jumps up.
I didn't really notice him.
Mm,
I'll have to go back and
okay.
look. What did you notice?
I think it scared him a little. I don't think Carl's a confrontational guy. I don't think
I don't
Anaya
think he
is
is.
either, honestly. I think Anaya felt
She's upset. She's
disrespected
still
and she's
upset.
upset.
And she
And
said
she
that you
did.
guys were
And to be
laughing.
fair, if you're going to be with a black woman, you got to have a little bit of our attitude because even the most privileged and sheltered of black women, will pop off. We
You
will.
have to. You
We
have to
will.
because
Right?
the
Because
disrespect
this
is
world is
real.
disrespectful to us. So sometimes
Mm.
we just have to like show you like, hey, bitch, we can go there. Okay?
Yeah, we can go there. Which, you don't have to get used to that, okay?
Yeah.
So
Because if you're
that
not disrespectful, you're gonna be disrespectful.
things calm down. Kata did make like, wait a minute, that girl left. That means that you really didn't choose.
Yeah, but
You
once
didn't have an
again,
option.
they were trying to like, and I would say especially Trinity was trying to downplay her reaction. I just don't know
No,
why she wants to
here's
keep
the
downplaying
thing.
her
She
reaction.
goes, why? She's just like, but he didn't tell me. Why didn't he tell me? Which was a valid, yes, it was
But they
valid. But the
kept
guys were like,
saying, but he would have chose you anyways. That's not the fucking point.
I understand that. I understand that. I'm not saying that Kata's invalid. It was dumb to leave that detail out. It wouldn't have
Well,
made a
it's
difference.
telling.
It
It's
it's
telling.
telling.
Why would you
Yeah,
leave it out if that was always going to be
exactly.
your decision?
Exactly. Exactly.
It makes
And the
her not
guys
believe you.
and the girls, the Casa girls would be like, yeah, he was already done with her even before she left, which was night two, day two, she
Who
left.
knows what to
So,
believe?
but it was true. It was true. Like I said, it,
We don't
as
know
an
what was
audience, I
true.
know. I do know it was true because when he kissed that last time when she was talking about I'm touchy feely kissy, I could tell he wasn't into it.
Then why'd
I
you
could
kiss
tell.
her?
Janice,
Here's my thing. If
when
you're
they
not
once they
into a
had the
girl,
kiss,
why are you kissing her?
no, no, I'm telling you, once they shared that kiss, he goes, okay, good talk. He was, I could tell. That's how I felt. That's how I read the situation. Oh, he's not into this girl.
Well, I
So
think that's
even,
a part of Kata's issue. It's not so much that you just figured out you weren't into her. It's the fact that
mm,
you really were putting yourself out there to potentially leave me when we've already been
mm,
intimate. And I think that's what
right,
hurts her. Just like when, because she didn't even want to see him touching her. She was
mm,
crying at the
mm,
challenge.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
she's, you gotta remember, this girl's been intimate with him.
mm-hmm,
It's gonna hurt her more, even the little things. Because even
yeah,
when she was just like, he said he cuddled her in bed a little bit, like with his arm like that, she like was
mm,
crying, tearing up.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I again, so and I feel like, yeah, it's only gonna get worse if you don't trust him now.
mm.
He lives in a
It's
different,
gonna go
he lives in a different
a
continent.
country, yeah,
Continent.
mm-hmm,
Like, y'all gonna have to
yeah,
figure that out.
yeah. They're gonna have
But
to be a
you're
long
gonna
distance
have, at
relationship,
least for a little bit,
yeah, mm-hmm, true,
at least for a little bit.
yeah,
So I'm just like, I don't want to invalidate her feelings in the sense that it is hard when you're on this type of show and then you find out you're lied to,
mm-hmm,
because it breaks the trust. It's not
yeah,
so much what you did, you came back, but can I
mm-hmm,
trust you? Can, in an environment where you're supposed to be able to be open and honest, you weren't.
mm-hmm, yeah,
So that's why I feel
true,
bad for Kata, and I just don't like the way they shut her down. I get that he probably would have chose her, but that's
mm-hmm,
like the same thing that Sincere did. He chose Melanie. Was that the only thing that mattered?
yeah,
It was his
true,
actions. And
yeah,
don't lie to me and tell me the truth. Tell me the truth.
right,
Because Melanie left that situation when originally, when it first happened, saying, I feel good because I feel like he told me everything and he was honest. Because a lot
mm-hmm,
of times what women want is just be honest. Because
mm-hmm,
we might be able to forgive you. We could probably get past something faster than if we find out you
mm,
lied to us about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
absolutely. But yeah, so, and I think for me, the part of the episode that absolutely broke my heart was definitely when they went to the sincere package and showed Melanie everything, which I have since people are talking about it.
so sad.
I have to go back and look, but people feel like the order that they showed the packages on the show is not how it actually happened in real life. They cut it
No,
up
that's not
and
true. What part?
changed the order.
The
So
parts were completely accurate.
they feel like Sincere's package was probably shown first because when you people are saying when you go
Oh,
back and look at
first. Oh,
when
I thought you meant like the
yeah.
order of his packaging, like they didn't do it in the right
No, 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 no,
order.
no,
Okay.
no, 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 no. No, I'm saying that they probably showed all the stuff that happened with Sincere, and then after all the stuff that, because they were saying, yeah,
Because she
you
was
can
really
see when
quiet.
she was here and she was quiet, and then also the smear on her makeup from the tears. You could see that whenever they were doing KC's package, even though that package was shown first. So and people are saying why don't they have the same smoke for Sincere that like they do for KC?
I think
I
that's a totally
me
different
personally,
situation, though.
totally different situation. Also, I think the girls are also taking a lead from the partner
It
with
could be. It
Melanie.
could be.
Melanie definitely she cried, but she didn't say
What I
anything.
think the
She's
difference
just like
is
pay.
Melanie's.
She's like just pay the next package. Play the
Yeah,
next
but
package.
Melanie's still with this man.
Hmm.
This is the man she's still involved with. So your friends can't really give you too much, give your man too much smoke, because that's still your man. Casey's
Exactly.
done with her. They're done. So
Yeah.
they can give
So
everything. They can't do all that
yeah.
to Sincere and then turn around and be like, I support your relationship, Melanie, if they don't know if she's done with him.
Exactly. You know what? That's a good analysis. So for me, showing his package with everything that went on with Soul, her crying, and I was just like, damn, no one could. Even the guys were like, they didn't even try to defend him because they're
Well,
just
it's
like,
just heartbreaking because you're just seeing him say the same
mhm,
thing he's saying to this girl
over and over again. And then
to Melanie. It's the
also,
same thing. It's just different font.
and when he he's like, when he does his apology, and I'm gonna put that in quotations, when he says, I say a lot of things but they mean very little. Okay, so that means everything out your mouth don't mean shit,
Yeah, it's just sad
including
because yeah.
including this apology. And I'm just like, because getting towards the end, I'm just like, wait a minute, there's a lot more to this movie night, and the episode is already ending. So I'm just like, shit, they haven't even got to the
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, because that's pretty much
because
end
we're
of
like,
movie night.
man, they
But
only that
man,
was that package. I'm like, damn, Sincere got more than one package because they only showed the stuff that happened with Soul. We haven't even gotten
well,
the
because
Casa
Casey
and
had two
Amora
packages
yet.
too, and I guarantee you, Corbin's gonna have two packages.
Hmm.
Like
We all know, based on the previews, Kenzie gonna get a little package too.
I knew that was happening because as
Yeah.
soon as she said, "Let's not tell anybody about that kiss," I was like, "That's gonna be a movie night."
Yep.
All right. Like, this is
Yeah.
like so stupid because I know, especially the girls, I'm like, y'all watch Love Island. Stop lying to me. Nobody's applying to
Mm.
Love Island and not watching it. Stop. We're getting
Yeah.
recruited and auditioning for a
Hmm.
show that they didn't watch. So I'm just like, everything is found out. What
Yeah.
are you doing?
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
I think that's how Kenzie is in real life. She is the girl that would make out with your man behind your back. She would.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's how the package ended, was on Melanie and Sincere, and honestly, my heart absolutely broke. And the fact that
It
she
was when
had
she
zero
said,
reaction, she's like, I'm
It
done.
no, it was when
She,
she like said, "Hold my hand shaking," and Anaya
mm-hmm,
had to like really speak back in life into her, like, "You're beautiful, you're
mm-hmm,
loved, like, don't worry about this." I'm like,
mm-hmm,
Melanie is, and if you do notice, Melanie does have a semicolon tattooed on her wrist,
mm-hmm,
which is a symbol for like a life continued, which is like a suicide tattoo. It could be for
mm-hmm,
her, but it could also be from somebody she knows as well. But it's basically
mm-hmm.
meaning like a suicide attempt that was not successful.
Okay,
So
I
I'm
didn't know
just
that.
like, I hope it's not her that had that full experience. 'Cause I just don't know if her mental can take it. I
Mm-hmm.
hope it's not her and it's a symbol for somebody else. But
Yeah,
I worry about her because of that.
yeah.
Because I can see that it's really taking a toll on her. But I
But I
will say
did.
that the Love Island producers, the show has therapists and people on set for them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Okay,
good.
that's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it ends off on that note. We have to wait until Thursday, and assuming Thursday they'll
Baby
have
girl.
a vote, which basically, if is there going to be a lot of people that are going to be dumped from the island after this
Is
next
there a
vote, you
vote?
think?
Yeah. So typically, after Casa Amor, they try to do one big dumping, but they usually like people to settle into new couples. So I don't think if it's a dumping, it's probably not the big dumping. It's probably like favorite guy, favorite girl, and they'll probably end up
Mm,
dumping a guy and a girl, likely
mm.
not in a couple.
Oh, okay. Okay,
And
cool.
then that will shake things up for other people to potentially land other relationships. But
Mm.
I didn't actually get to mention because I actually really do because Amora did say that she's interested. Her number one has always been Caleb. So I would
Oh, okay.
love to see her. And if you look at her Instagram, like I know she's bisexual, but she also has dated plenty of white men in her past. So I'm just like,
Mm.
come on, Caleb, get you a girl.
Yeah, because that girl,
She's about to leave
what's her
him.
name?
Yeah.
Jaden?
Jaden,
What's
because
the
I
girl's
have a
name?
feeling Jaden, if Gaul
She
doesn't,
don't like
if
him.
Gaul, because Gaul likes Amora, he did say
Mm-hmm.
that's one of his options he wants to explore, and I feel
Mm-hmm.
like, and he said there's a couple more. A part of me feels like Anaya might be one of them because he did say he kissed her in
Mm-hmm.
Casa Amor and he's made her
Mm-hmm.
breakfast, and I also think Jaden might be another one. So
Yeah,
we'll see,
we'll see what
we'll
happens,
see. But
but
yeah, I can't wait for Kenzie to get her ass handed to her. And I
hmm
can't wait to see Melanie really pop off on Sincere, and I hope it ends with him. And I will say I am very much hoping that Sincere being 25, actually seeing the consequences of what he does to these
hmm
women will help him. I'm hoping. I'm hopeful.
I doubt it, but whatever.
I would would hope so, because not every man gets to see the effects of what they do, especially to somebody they claim they care about. I'd hope so, but we'll see.
Okay, you're really optimistic, but good for you.
I
I am
mean,
not.
I am more of a optimistic person than a pessimistic person. I'd like to say I'm more of a realist, but at the same time, I do try to see
Mm-hmm.
the good in people, because I do believe in change. Because
You know,
nobody's the same
you know
person today
what,
as they are tomorrow.
Janice, I'm a Libra. I'm putting the shit on the scales. Unfortunately, too many things have gone on the bad side of the scales for.
Well, don't get me wrong. I'm a Gemini, so at the end of the day, I'm a call a spade, and I'm gonna treat you how you have been acting. But at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, and you will never be able to pull wool over my eyes, in the sense that I'm always gonna remember what you did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I'm hopeful, because that's just me. I like to give people chances, and first time, shame on me. Second time, shame on you, and third time, like,
Mm.
what the fuck. So
No, girl. No.
usually I get to the
First
what the
time.
fuck part.
No, it's the first time and shame on you.
Yeah, second time, shame
Second
on
time and
me,
shame on
and
me.
third time, what the fuck? Did I switch it?
Yeah. You switched it. The
Oh,
first you switched.
I said the first time, shame on me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
You know what I meant. So yeah,
Yeah.
but anyway, so. Because at the end of the day, I truly believe that Melanie's not done with him. So I really am hoping, for Melanie's sake, that he sees this and has
Mm.
some type of realization.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times he's not the worst guy that's come on Love Island. I want to be clear. He's not. And I have
Okay.
seen people end happy with their couple. I'm not saying they've been together forever, but they've ended happily with their couple and left the island
Mm.
together. So I'm hoping that for Melanie, at least, because I don't think she can
Mm-hmm.
handle not being with him at the end of this. I don't. And people want her and Caleb, but it's not going to happen. I don't see that
It's not gonna
happening. I
happen.
don't see that
Yeah.
happening.
So, and here's the thing. You watch multiple episodes of
Seasons?
I'm sorry, multi seasons of
Yeah.
Love Island, including UK.
Yeah.
I have not. This is my very
And there have been
first,
some really shitty men. Trust me.
so I don't know that side.
And they've
So
all
this is
a
my
lot of
first
times they come back.
experience.
Like
Mm.
I bet you even KC might have a bit of a redemption arc. I bet you, because also production wants there to be a redemption arc for villains, because it's good TV.
Mm. Okay. Well, we'll
And
see.
remember, production does push them to do certain things
Okay.
to end the show, to have things end up a certain way. So.
Yeah. Okay.
All
All
right,
right.
well,
We gotta
anyways,
get out of
girl,
here.
we gonna get out of here, y'all. It has been a long Wednesday night, but you guys are seeing this tomorrow on a Thursday. But we hope you have a happy 4th of July.
4th of July.
You guys like, comment, subscribe on the video, so we can push our algorithm on YouTube. We definitely want to be visible to other people. So if you like the episode, please give us a like, share our video, make a comment. We are going to get out of here. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.